were just talking about the ecosystem of books and what needs to be done to somehow get a stronger book culture in Goa, right from production of books to distribution to getting them reviewed, noticed, you know, uh, to building the library network, what's lacking there, all these kind of things. And along the way, I was mentioning some of my work, how I got started, why I did things, the easy parts, the difficult parts. And Roland, being Roland, he has a very strong activist orientation to his whole work, which is very interesting because it gives you a different insight, a different way of looking at things. And in fact, this full session started with our chance meeting at the Goa Book Fair, where he looked at our books and said, "You must come and do a Friday Balcom," and he straight away decided to do it. And he was reminiscing about his days as a bookseller, where he would go and even lay out a mat on the Mapsa Municipal Garden area and sell books to the public and things like that. And I think we should try every trick in the book. We should try different approaches because, as he says, people are not going to visit a bookshop to buy a particular book. If it is put in front of them, there's a good chance that they would kind of opt for it. So I'm optimistic. A lot has happened in the last few years. There's a lot of interest in this field, but a lot more needs to be done. See, people keep saying that youngsters don't read and all. I'm not very sure whether I subscribe to that point of view. Because even in our time, in our time, reading was a very kind of niche thing. Few people did it and benefited from it. Today, of course, there are a lot more many distractions and all, but there are a lot more books also available, and a lot of them are local books, so people are directly taking interest in these things and all that. So it's hard to say, but of course, we don't have a good library network as of now. We have 2 or 3 excellent libraries in the state, but it's not percolating to the taluka village libraries. So the taluka libraries are very old, but very well populated. If you look at Mapsa, for instance. 300 meters from here. The kind of people thronging to it every evening is huge. But how much funding do they have? How many new books do they have? What are their opening hours? If they just kept open for a few more hours in the afternoon, it would have really helped a lot more people, for instance. In the village libraries, the network is more or less defunct in that sense, sad to say. In the 80s, there were efforts to build a network. After that, many collapsed. So there is a lacune there. And Goa, unlike states like Kerala, Maharashtra, West Bengal, has not had a campaign to promote reading as a kind of good in itself. And my argument is just like food, clothing, and shelter and water are essentials. Communication rights also should be seen as essential. People should generate knowledge about their own community, share it, understand themselves. It makes a world of a difference. See, all languages have their own strengths and weaknesses in Goa. So Marathi and English are widely read, say, in the newspaper world. Okay, in higher education now, for a few years there was Konkani in the primary and then English, so after the 4th it would stop. Now it's before that. The Marathi Konkani writers are more into fiction, creative writing, poetry, if you notice. Whereas we find non-fiction easier to market and to sell. So we have a bias in favor of that. Of course, I also like non-fiction. I don't know where that bias comes from. But even when I was a kid, if my dad told me a story, I would ask him, is it really true? That is what I wanted to establish. Yeah, but it's easier to sell, and a lot of English publishing is happening in non-fiction. Whereas Marathi, Konkani, you have a lot of it happening in creative writing, short stories, poems, poetry, which is hard to sell. But reviews should happen across the language barrier. That's what I was arguing also. Say Konkani books should be reviewed in English, English books should be reviewed in Marathi, and vice versa. Because people should know. Otherwise, we are like 3 separate audiences, each of which is totally unaware of the other.
No, I think by Rico coming to the Balcom, he's energized all of us who have been thinking that something needs to be done about all the books published about Goa, Goans, and also about authors, who have been in Goa and have been writing. To try and make a network of, the readers, energize the libraries, and, try and take the movement to the village and the school. because there's a lot of infrastructure. But unfortunately, with technology to some extent, kids, lots of other people are moving away from the reading habit. So I think today's Balcom is really a huge opportunity to build networks and to identify some campaign areas, whether it be a book exhibition at a village feast or a zatra or at a plant festival, but to really put books where the consumers are. I think that's the most important part. Good books are being published. Unfortunately, they just remain only in the bookstore, and I think we need to take the bookstore to the people. So if we can, energize readers to read and buyers to pick up these books, I think a lot is possible. And we were looking at in this Balcom of trying to do something in this year, 2015. In the academic year.
Yeah.
So as I said, there's a huge possibility, and we thought that in 2015, in the forthcoming academic year, we can also build a network with education institutions. Since we talk about consumers, we talk about what consumers need to do. I think this is yet another knowledge building exercise that we would like to take forward. And I'm sure if we can work on some of the ideas that have come in today, there's sure a possibility that we can see some changes happening in the academic year and definitely in 2016. So if RICO has published 70 books, we should at least get these 70 books to readers and to more people where places where people can buy. And of course, when he reaches the 100 figure, we'll call him back at the Balcom to tell us yet another story.